What's up, everybody? Happy Thanksgiving. It's been a minute since I've done a real estate market update, so I figured today would be a great day to do it. Interest rates are still volatile, hovering around a high 6, low 7%. Highly desirable homes are still selling at or above asking price, but homes that are just outside of town or homes that are maybe considered average are having to reduce price before they can sell them, or in some cases actually withdraw them from the market altogether. My last 3 transactions have been new construction, and honestly the only reason for that is because of the builder incentives. Builders are offering some pretty sweet deals right now, mainly in 3 categories. Move-in incentives like free washer dryer, free backyard landscaping, free blinds for the house, etc. Price reductions, and lender credits. My most recent clients were looking at homes between $350,000 and $400,000 because that's what they could afford with these higher interest rates. $350,000 to $400,000 is going to be a small, older home that probably needs some work, or a nice townhouse. I took them to a new construction home with D.R. Horton, and they closed on a $480,000 home with nearly the same exact payment they would have had with a home within the $350,000 to $400,000 range. And they were able to do that because D.R. Horton gave them all 3 of those incentives. They gave them a ton of move-in incentives, they did a $10,000 price reduction, and the biggest win was a fixed interest rate at 4.75%. That's the only reason they were able to afford this house. 4.75% is crazy low right now. It gave them an extra $80,000 worth of purchasing power. So if you're looking for a home or even an investment property, look at new construction. You could score big time right now. But call your local agent before you go and check it out, because if you go without an agent the very first visit, they won't allow you to use an agent for the transaction. The agent has to be with you on your first visit. So keep that in mind. Now, it's not just new construction where you can find these deals. It's happening across the entire market. Sellers are actually beginning to offer seller credits in the form of rate buydowns. One of the most popular ones right now is called a 2-to-1 buydown. Here's how they work. Let's say your interest rate is going to be 7%. If the seller is offering a 2-to-1 buydown, this means that you'd have an interest rate of 5% your first year, 6% your second year, and 7% your third year, and beyond. Sometimes you can do a 3-to-1 buydown, which would be 4% your first year, 5% your second, 6% your third, and 7% for your fourth and beyond. Now, it does cost money to do this. The seller isn't necessarily saying, hey, we'll give you a 2-to-1 buydown. They're saying we will give you the money so that you can work with your lender to get a 2-to-1 buydown. Talk with your lender, but I would say roughly around 7 to 10 grand is what it will cost you to do this. Basically, you're just having the seller pay all of your interest up front, so you have a lower monthly payment for those first 2 to 3 years. So if your monthly payment is what's preventing you from actually buying a house or an investment property, this could be a great option. And it's something you can actually ask the seller for. So if the seller just did a $10,000 price reduction, you can go back to them and say, hey, instead of the lower price, we'll pay you your original price, but we'd like to use that $10,000 towards buying our rate down. Nothing changes with the seller. They still net the same amount, but it just changes how you get to use that money. So this is probably the main strategy that's happening right now in the market. Just some overall advice. If you are listing your house right now, make sure it's in top-notch shape and that your agent got really good pictures of the house and staged it if it's vacant. And if you're buying a house, make sure to work with your lender and your agent all as a team to make sure that you guys come up with the best strategy to maximize your buying power. So that's it. If you guys don't have an agent, hit me up for any real estate questions that you have, but not before you go get some turkey and spend some time with the family. Hope you guys have a great rest of your day, and I will see you next time.